Hey, I'm really glad you're here. So, today I want to talk about the frequency of money, becoming the frequency of money, and what the heck that means. Because I don't think that's like something that makes sense logically or even illogically. Like, how do you become money? Anyway, by the end of this video, we're going to figure that out. I'm going to tell you how to do it, what it means. So, let's get started. I've heard a lot of people on the internet saying, become the frequency of money or become money. If you want to be wealthy, become money. Become the frequency of money. What the heck? I'm a human being. How does a human being become money? And it turns out that money is just a symbol, and you can make it mean whatever you want. And becoming the frequency of whatever you make it mean, well, that just sounds confusing when I say it out loud. Because it is. Okay. So actually, you're not going to become the frequency of money. You're going to become the frequency of who you would be if you had so much money that you didn't care. It didn't matter. Nothing mattered. And that is not the easiest thing to do because we're actually reacting to all the things that are outside of us right now. And if you suddenly got a bill from the IRS or something that you just weren't expecting, or maybe some appliance went down and you weren't expecting that, or your car broke down, or whatever it is, like you have a tendency, we have a tendency to focus on that issue and the upset of it and not the fact that, like, what if I had a ton of money and okay, my car broke down, whatever. That's where you actually have to go. And it seems really impossible when you're used to just reacting to what's going on around you. It really does seem impossible to take yourself to a place in your feeling body of that person who has plenty of money and can get their car fixed, or has plenty of money and oh well, we'll just have to pay that bill. So, what it takes is practice. And I know I say that a lot because I think that we can all get there for a minute or two. Who am I kidding? I think we can all get there for a few seconds here and there. Like, oh, what if I were just the person who had plenty of money? But to hold that and keep yourself in that state of what that feels like, how that would be, and how you would be living your life if that were true. That's where the practice comes in. I think it's easy to get there, but it's not easy to continually go back when other things are going on around you that seem impossible. So the people who came up with this, these concepts really are Neville Goddard and his teacher and Wayne Dyer and the people who just practiced it so much that they were able to then teach you how they did it. And I'm hoping that I can show you some of that today. So if you were to imagine right now, just close your eyes and imagine that you were so wealthy that money didn't matter. I mean, you've been wealthy for a while. Don't imagine that you just suddenly became wealthy. That's not where you want to go, really. You want to be in a place where you already have had money for quite a while. And it just feels normal. It just feels normal to have money. And let's say your car breaks down, but you're this person who already feels normal when they have money. And that is what it means to become the frequency of money. It's the frequency of knowing that you already have money. The frequency of the person who has had money for quite a while. And even though we start out imagining that, like using our imagination, the truth is that every single thing in our life right now was created based on what we focused our attention on. And our imagination creates the reality we're living in right now. It created that reality. That in itself is super powerful. It feels like, oh no, that means I'm responsible for everything that's going on right now. But it's also freedom, because you can change everything that's going on right now. So becoming money, or becoming the frequency of money, is nothing more than going inside and imagining yourself to be that person who's had money for a while and is very comfortable with it. And no matter what you do or where you go, you have plenty of money. And how that affected your life, you can remember it. Remember what it was like when you didn't have money, because it's in the past and that puts you in the now. Wow, that just blew my mind. Okay. Anyway, I hope this made sense to you. Any questions you have, just put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer questions or clarify or get clearer for you. And if you're interested in working with me, there's a link down below. All right. I hope this helped someone out there today. And until the next video, have a great day.